Good evening. We present the news summary. The Ministry of Health says there are 19 new cases of coronavirus in the country. The announcement follows widespread contact tracing over the past few days. The new figure brings to 142 active cases in the country. Of these, 97 are Seychellois and 45 are foreigners. The Ministry of Health says all who have tested positive are in isolation, and contact tracing and testing efforts are continuing. Members of the public have been reminded to respect and practice the different measures in place to help stop the spread of the virus. The police are redeploying its forces so that more street patrols can be conducted and the police can be more visible in the communities. This is in line with efforts to enforce regulations concerning restrictions on public gatherings and other health guidelines in view of the COVID pandemic. The police are working jointly with members of the defense forces.
We find that situation on the ground is quite acceptable. Most people are sort of adhering to the regulation. For example, the wearing of mask regulation, most people, but you will find a few people that tend not to adhere to regulation. At the moment, our officers on the street are warning those people to wear the mask, face mask. We also discouraging people to gather in public, even at home, public in private places. For example, at home, we discourage people to gather, especially people who are not from the same household. So our officers are everywhere at the moment. I think they are highly visible.
There were long queues outside the main cable and wireless office in Victoria this morning as the company introduced stricter customer control measures to help combat the spread of COVID-19. The company insisted that many customers did not have queued at all.
Customers arriving to pay their monthly bills faced long waits this morning in the open air, another sign of COVID-19's disrupting effect on daily life. The company said it was being extra careful following Health Ministry advice. It was a similar story in Perlin, with long delays at the cable and wireless office in Grand Anse. The beginning of the month was usually busy for customer service staff, it said, but it was more visible now because it was limiting the number of visitors inside and imposing 1 to 2 metre physical distancing. It's also enforcing mask wearing, temperature checking and logging customer details. But C&W's chief executive, Charles Hammond, told SBC News that queuing was mostly avoidable. Customers could conduct many transactions remotely using its cable kiosks and its online e-shop. He stressed that the new measures were intended simply to help ensure staff and customers were protected as far as possible and the environment remained safe for all.
The Chinese Minister for Foreign Affairs, Wang Yi, is expected in Seychelles on Friday for a one-day visit. He will meet with President Wavel Ramkalawan as well as the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Sylvestre Radugon, to discuss bilateral cooperation between Seychelles and China. The Chinese minister is on a tour of 5 African countries, including Nigeria, the DRC, Botswana, Tanzania, and of course, Seychelles. This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.